How's everyone doing? This is New York Dan. Yeah, guys. Well, you know what? This is going to become the rate I'm going. This is going to be morning chat. Welcome. Welcome to morning chat. Top of the morning to you all. Some McAfee. Best cup of coffee I ever had in my life. I'm getting all amped up on this. No, guys, I have been super busy today. It's been insane. Yeah, I was working on stuff outdoors. I'm just getting to doing this stuff. I'm running behind schedule. It's getting to be a late night over here. Yeah, I was watching Blindviews. I watched a replay. I was outside doing work when the live stream came on. Yup. I wanted to catch it too because there's some there's some messed up stuff going on. Apparently, I just was perusing my videos before when I was here earlier, and BE, barium exposure, he was bent out of shape. He did a video, and he was talking about another YouTuber in the community, the Sarasota Tim hater community, so to speak. He was talking about another YouTuber, and he said the guy had been drinking, and he was like going off the rails, attacking other commentators, yeah, in the Sarasota community. And I was trying to figure out exactly what was going on. I think I got it. He's talking about the Grifter, whose channel now is Old Men Nation. Yeah, he's been doing some crazy stuff. Apparently, he put on this costume get up, and he was sipping on a beer. He got a bunch of beers, and he was talking about barium exposure. He was doing a parody on him. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. BE and Old Man Nation. And I think they were going to talk about it on Blindviews, but I didn't see too much come up. I saw BE commented on Blindviews a little bit. So, yeah, it's a bit of drama. And guess what, guys? It might be a good thing because Sarasota Tim, man, there is nothing going on. This is like totally Dullsville. He went to the dentist again, and he said the dentist took care of some of the pain he had or something in his mouth. Wow. To be honest with you guys, I'm not going to lie. I saw the thumbnail, and it looked too boring to watch. Yeah, he went back to the dentist, apparently, and they either gave him some pain medicine or they adjusted his bite with the temporary crowns. And he's probably going to say, oh, if you get these caps, go back and have them adjusted if it's not right. Yeah, that's probably what that whole video is about. It didn't really get that many views either. A lot of people are probably like me. They saw the thumbnail. They're doing other stuff today when he put the video out, and they're like, that one I could take it or leave it. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. And yeah, as far as that e-bike goes, yeah, there's been a lot of good comments on my channel. We were talking about that in our video yesterday. Different speculation about it. I think what happened is Grammy Warbucks bought Tim that e-bike to review. Yup. I don't even think they gave him the e-bike. I think that's manure. I don't think they would do that. I really don't. There's not enough views on it. And his channel's not it's not about e-bikes. No, it's an eclectic channel. Yeah, if you're like a bike expert or you do bikes all the time, I could see that. He doesn't really even ride those bikes. He's barely done anything about biking. I seriously don't think they gave him that bike. I think he's just saying that to be a big shot. Yeah, Billy Joel, Billy Joel. You had to be a big shot, didn't you? All your subscribers were so knocked out. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Grammy Warbucks. And she's also buying Tim subscribers again. They patched things up. Grammy Warbucks is buying him some presents. You notice the last time his subscribers were going up was before they went on that cruise. Grammy Warbucks, she was in the picture. She's buying some subscribers for him. That's what it is. It's not Johnny Vegas. It's probably Grammy. I think that's what's going on. And they only go up a little bit, for someone with that many subscribers. You'd really have to see it go up by thousands of subscribers to think that that's something maybe legitimate. Yeah, if it went up like 3 or 4,000 subscribers, okay, maybe you got something there. But what is it, like 200 subscribers or something over a course of a month or whatever it may be? Yeah, that's not that much. That makes me think Grammy Warbucks is behind it. Yup. She reached into her purse and pulled out a little surprise for Timmy boy. So, yeah, a few of you have asked me about the supplements. I want to get to that. I definitely want to do that whole go over all these things. I got to get them all organized. This melatonin is really good. This is the one I was taking, Vitafusion. It has a few more things in it than just plain melatonin. It has passion flower, chamomile flower, lemon balm leaf, and it's flavored with sucrose, if I'm not mistaken, instead of sugar. It's like a sugar alcohol. So yeah, sugar alcohol, 4 grams. I'm seeing it here. So that's great because also you think if you're going to bed, right, you take a melatonin, you don't want to have sugar on your teeth like that right before you go to bed. I know you should brush your teeth after that anyway, but still, it's probably a good it's a really good product. When I take this, my problem is I sleep too much when I take this stuff. It works too good. This Trader Joe's vitamin C is good stuff too. Taking those. But I'm going to go over the full thing. We'll do that. We'll get to that soon. Guess what, guys? I was doing some boating. Not boating yet. No, I think it's boating. It was working on the boat. I was charging up the batteries. I got my work cut out for me. Yup. I was doing landscaping and I was working on this beat up lawnmower I have. Yeah, it's a Lawn Boy 2-cycle mower. You have to put the gas oil mix in it. You guys remember those? Yeah. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend New York Dan. And yeah, I'm going to actually put in a clip and I'm going to show you guys some of the junk I was working on this afternoon. And I got another video to put up. I cooked up the bacon. A shout out to Brandon. Bubba's Cruises and Concert is his channel. And that bacon was made down in Tennessee by where Dolly Parton's, what do they call that? Dollywood? Yeah, her famous mansion is. It's in that area. Yup. So you'll see it. You'll see that video. I'm not sure if how much I mentioned about if I mentioned Bubba's Cruise and Concert channel when I was actually cooking the bacon. Because guess what? I had a lot going on when I was cooking that stuff. That was tricky. And let me tell you, that's some strong bacon. Wow. It's got a kick to that. A lot of smoke flavor and saltiness. Yeah. Now, tomorrow, maybe I'll be able to make an egg sandwich with that stuff, and I'll be able to show you guys, and we'll taste it, see how it is in the egg sandwich. I cooked it all up at once. I dried it with paper towels. I put it in my refrigerator. That way, when I want to use some of it, I could just microwave it in like an egg sandwich. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how that stuff comes out. And yeah, let me put the clip in here of what I was actually doing today. Yeah. So here's one of the reasons why I've been so under the gun. This thing vibrated loose under here. I got a fender washer to hold it down. And what was going on underneath here, there's an air governor in here. I just had the cover off, and that governor was getting held up. So this thing was over revving. I got to totally clean this up. But you can see, this is one of those old Lawn Boy 2-cycle mowers. Yeah, you remember those? Everyone used to have one of these things back in the day. But wait, there's more. The blade is shot. These tips eroded away. Yeah, this whole thing, look at that. I'm lucky I didn't get injured when that came off. But I got more problems. I had to take more bolts out. This thing's cracked. It's the expansion chamber underneath. It's super loud. Yeah, I think I could put some extra washers. This part here is like loose. And then I'm missing more bolts over here. I put a new bolt right there. This whole thing started moving around when I'm mowing the lawn, even though I have the new bolt there. Yeah, this thing's a mess, right? I gotta clean this stuff up. Yeah, so if you want to see something cool, I took the expansion chamber off, or the cover of it. It has like these little slots where the exhaust was supposed to come out. There's an intermediate plate, and you can see this obviously broke here. This was missing. There's some little holes right there. Those are baffle holes. I assume it had more over here, but that's why it's so damn loud. And then if you look in here, I have a flashlight that I brought to illuminate it. But if you look in here, you see that? That's actually the piston in there. That's the piston. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? I figured, let's see if I can mount this right here. Doing this one-handed. I'm very close to it. I don't know what the deal is. Huh. Why can't I see it in there? Okay. What I was trying to do is show you guys. I'll pull the string. This is a one-handed operation here. You see that? You can see the piston going by those ports. What a mess, huh? Yeah, I was wearing gloves before. Otherwise, I'm going to get trashed. I'll show you a preview of the boat, too, while I'm here. Okay, so now all I got to do, I put the expansion chamber back together, tightened it down. I put some washers here, fender washers, sealed that up. I'm using this Loctite stuff. And then I also noticed one of these prongs here. This is like a mulching blade. That thing just straight away is just broken off there. So we'll have to see what I can do as far as a new blade for this thing. So no wonder why I got problems. Over on the other side of the engine, I flipped it over. Both of those bolts are missing. They vibrated out. This bolt vibrated out here. And then there's one back here that was missing too. Yeah, this whole thing, no wonder why. these engines, they're not balanced well. They do vibrate a lot. But I'm going to have to go to the hardware store. I only have one of those bolts. And the damn guy's closed super early. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? Everyone says to me, I repair all this junk. That's how I keep everything running, like this ancient car here. I always am repairing this stuff, and they're always like, come on, Dan, can't you just MacGyver it? You know that show, MacGyver, that used to be on? Yeah, that's basically what I do. They're like, come on, MacGyver it. Just MacGyver it. I got a bike right here. Look at this puppy. I don't know. I think I bought this bike at Kmart. Believe that? That one probably has a May pop. A maybe flat. I gotta fix everything I have needs to be fixed up. Just MacGyver it. Just MacGyver it already. I even have a Mercedes parts car in here, which you barely can see. Yeah. Gotta MacGyver it. This trimmer right here, this thing I actually found out for the garbage. It's a Ryobi. And check this out, I have a hedge trimmer on it. This thing works great. There was a problem, it didn't have the attachment. There was a problem with the attachment on it. I unplugged it and then I got a new attachment. That thing's like a $250 trimmer. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's getting to be very dark out here. And I'll show you the boat before I head out. So I'll show you guys a preview of my mini yacht, which you'll soon get to see in action. Yeah, it's a little rough right now. I gotta clean this thing up big time. Yeah, look at that mess, huh? It needs some cleaning. It definitely needs some cleaning. You can barely see now, it's getting dark. Yeah, I got my work cut out for me. Soon. Did I mention I have a buy me a coffee link on my site? Yeah, just check the description out. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan. Look at this thing. I got my work cut out for me. This got trashed. I gotta get a new cover for that thing too. Wow. So guys, yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's what I couldn't even get to the live stream with Blindviews. I was out there trying to hustle before it got totally dark. I was doing trimming too with the snips. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. It bites. It's a lot of work this time of year. We had so much rain. Then tomorrow it's going to rain again. So you can see I'm like windowed in here to do it at one specific time. So, yeah, I saw they were talking about bikes on Blindviews replay of his live stream. Yeah, you remember they were saying this. Remember when you didn't need a helmet to ride a bike and you had those like banana seat bikes? Yeah, those things back in the day in the 70s. But I'll tell you what, those damn banana seat bikes, they weren't that great. They only had like one speed. Yeah, the 10 speed was a huge improvement. They were hard to pedal, those bikes. They weren't the best. And I do remember when bike helmets, when they first came out, right? Believe it or not, this is hard to imagine, but back in the day when I had a bike, they didn't even have those helmets. No one wore helmets. Maybe Tour de France or professional bike riders, but no one had a bike helmet. And I remember one day when I went to a park around here where they had trails that you could ride a bicycle. It was like blacktop trails, nothing hardcore. All of a sudden maybe they came up to me and they said, you're not allowed to ride a bike because I'm in a tough blue state, right? A lot of laws. You're not allowed to ride a pedal bike, not an e-bike, one with a pedal, unless you have a bike helmet. And I was like, holy smokes. It like blew my mind. I'm like, what? What's going on here? Are you serious? Are you joking? Are you going into comedy? No, this was real. This was back in like the 1980s when they were starting to come out with these like tougher regulations. New York, forget about it. You can't even breathe now. And it turns out this year I got to take a damn online boating course just to be able to run my boat. Here I've had that for years. I've been the captain. Now they want me to take this stupid course and they want me to pay a fee, right? Yeah, welcome to the blue states, guys. It's bad news. And believe it or not, this all started because some damn doofus flipped his boat over on the 4th of July, and a little girl that was in the cabin passed away, got stuck in there. And what happened was he overloaded his damn boat with too many people, had like 13 people on it, and it was just like 30-foot boat, kind of like my boat. The top flying bridge had all these heavy guys up there, so the boat was top heavy. And there were big waves. Too many boaters were out. I don't know, 4th of July, I don't even want to run mine then. It can be complete craziness. It somehow flipped over, and the girl was the victim there. So what happened? Okay, that's a sad tale, but the girl's parents or whatnot or relatives, they championed this bill. And of course, New York State, with all its blueness, it pushed it through that everyone's going to need a boating safety course. And before it was exempt, if you were old, if you were like grandfathered in, well, guess what? They're like, we can make some money on that. Let's make everyone get it now. Okay, you want to hear the most ridiculous fact about this whole story, about this bill? The guy that flipped his boat over and caused all this mayhem had taken the damn boater safety course that they're now making everyone else take. How is that for stupid politics and laws? Is that the dumbest thing you ever heard, or what? He had in fact taken the safety course, but for some stupid reason, they want everyone else has to take the same course that this Yahoo took who flipped his boat over. You can't make this stuff up, guys. And my friend was telling me New York State's raising their car insurance by 20% this year in the fall. It just went up by that the other year. There was a huge increase. It was obscene, like 30%. Don't even get me started on this. It's insane. It is insane. Oh, and by the way, guys, Honda Accord, I got news for you. My friend that I went to Applebee's with the other night, his Honda Accord is in the transmission shop, had 90,000 miles on it. He kept hearing noise when he drove the car. He brought it to his garage. He checked everything out. They're like, it's coming from the transmission. So he brought it to the shop. They said, we don't do transmissions here. You got to bring it over to a transmission guy. It turns out it's only a few years old, like maybe a 2019. He needs a whole new transmission, and they're trying to find a used one because the new transmission is around $5,000 at least. They're trying to get a used one for $3,200. It's ridiculous. I don't know, guys. I've heard that's the second friend that has a Honda Accord that's a lemon. Tim's boasting about how if you have a Honda, he's like, well, it's not the car. If something goes wrong. Yeah, I think it may in fact be the car. Well, I'll tell you what else is going on. I am going to go over, believe it or not, my friend invited me over. This is spur of the moment here. I was going to stay in. It's going to be raining out anyway tomorrow, I guess. I'm going to go over and I'm going to shoot some pool. You know that game, Pool? pretty cool stuff. I wish I could film, but if I could film over there. I was actually watching a pool tournament that was going on in Michigan. It was on my streaming. It came up on a free channel, believe it or not, called Free V. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. I was watching a guy from Germany do some amazing pool shots on the table. Yeah, that was just the other night. I was watching that. When was that? I don't think it was last night, the night before perhaps. So yeah, I'm gonna take a ride over there and shoot some pool. And let's see, anything else? Did I cover it? I think so. Yeah, there's not. Tim only put out that one video. I don't know what's going on. Grammy Warbucks must be like keeping him busy. That's what's going on. Yeah. So, hey, I'll see you guys real soon. I'll shoot out a few videos. Yeah, this will be my morning chat. Top of the morning to you, lads. Your friend, New York Dan. Soon to be pool hustler, Dan. Yeah, I've been busy with the stocks too. I got into a trade this afternoon. May have been a mistake. I'm going to see what I can do with it either tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. All right, guys. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good one. Have a good morning. Your friend, New York Dan.